The drama surrounding two of boxing's most talked-about combatants has taken an unexpected turn, and the entire sport is watching with a mixture of fascination, skepticism, and unease. On one side is Jake Paul, the YouTuber-turned-boxing figure whose method of ensuring headlines often seems more deliberate than his method of landing clean shots. On the other, standing in his path, or so it seemed, is Gervonta Davis, the undefeated lightweight champion whose rise through the sport has been defined by explosive power, overwhelming confidence, and the mentorship of Floyd Mayweather Jr. Their scheduled exhibition fight, initially set for November 14, 2025, in Miami and streaming on Netflix, promised to be a spectacle. But beneath the glitz lies a far deeper, far darker story about legitimacy, weight gaps, career trajectories, and perhaps one man's last stand. From the moment the fight was announced, eyebrows flew. Paul, a natural cruiserweight who has weighed in the region of 200-plus pounds, was matched against Davis, a lightweight who regularly competes at 135. The discrepancy was glaring, a 60-plus pound difference that raised serious questions from sanctioning bodies, commissions, and purists. The difference in size wasn't just a talking point. It challenged the very foundation of what a fair fight even means. Despite the mismatch, promoters pushed through, framing the bout as entertainment, spectacle, an exhibition that would amplify buzz while bypassing orthodox boxing norms. Yet the contest's integrity suffered another blow when legal storm clouds gathered around Davis. A civil lawsuit and related criminal investigation alleging battery, false imprisonment, and emotional distress were brought against him mere weeks before fight night. The backlash was immediate, from the Georgia Athletic Commission's public disapproval to Netflix withdrawing. On November 4, the fight was officially canceled. Paul's team, visibly angry, publicly denounced Davis as unprofessional and irredeemable. The narrative shifted overnight, from spectacle to scandal, from high-profile showdown to canceled vows. And now the wreckage left behind is as revealing as the fight never held. Paul, who was already walking into dangerous waters, looked exposed. His weight advantage that once seemed dominant now looked like a crutch, or worse, a liability when matched against someone trained by Mayweather for precision, timing, and counterattack. Experts predicted if the bout had proceeded, Davis's cunning and compact frame, ironically touted by his own camp as built to absorb heavy hits, would exploit Paul's size. Meanwhile, Davis's legacy took fresh scrutiny. Veteran coach perspectives suggested he was trading meaningful competition for fast money, potentially sacrificing legacy for spotlight. The bout's cancellation doesn't just leave fans disappointed, it leaves bigger questions dangling. What happens when a fighter like Davis, once on a trajectory toward greatness, opts for spectacle over hierarchy? And what about Paul? If the mismatch and subsequent collapse of this announced fight define him more than his inside-the-ring body of work, can he ever transcend the celebrity boxer label? The cancellation exposed the fault lines. The sport's struggle between technical purity and viral entertainment, between competition and spectacle, between legacy and payday. And in the fallout, Paul now must chart a new course. He's already eyeing alternate opponents and future dates, but the question of credibility remains. Can he rebuild momentum when a fight touted as his toughest ever evaporated under authority scrutiny and character scandal? Meanwhile, Davis must confront a different threat, the erosion of reputation. Multiple analysts warn that his decision to accept such a mismatch, to prioritize visibility over rightful contenders, might tarnish his elite status. Reputation in boxing is fragile. A canceled fight, legal shadows, and the perception of skirting challenge can lead to a legacy unraveling. We've seen the debate evolve, purists lamenting the diversion of resources and attention from genuine title fights, business-driven observers pointing out that in the modern era attention equals value. Paul's presence in boxing undeniably draws views, but when he faces someone of genuine elite caliber and seems vulnerable, those same pulls might highlight his vulnerability rather than his ascendancy. Davis's coach once admitted that his primary concern was the opponent's name. It was the gloves, the rules, and the safety of entering the ring under conditions never seen in true professional competition. The very fact that they had to add extra protection, 12 Oz gloves, weight limitations, speaks volumes. If you're preparing a fight under atypical conditions, you're admitting something is not quite right. This story is about two fighters, yes, but it's also about a sport at a crossroads. It asks whether boxing will continue to be defined by skill, discipline, weight classes, earned belts, or whether it shifts fully into a realm of spectacle where fame and size outweigh fundamentals. The canceled Paul Davis bout may be remembered not for punches thrown, but for the warning shot it fired across the sport's bow. So here's where you come in. Do you believe the fight would have been a legitimate contest? Was the size difference so significant that cancellation was inevitable? And more importantly, will Gervonta Davis's legacy survive this detour? Or has he compromised his greatness for a payday? Likewise, can Jake Paul ever transcend his celebrity boxer status when his most promoted bout collapses before the bell? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that like button if you found this breakdown valuable. And subscribe with notifications switched on so you don't miss the next chapter in the evolution of modern boxing.